You want it all: success, recognition, money, and the thrill of life. Your ambitions are sky high, but at the same time, you can't even get off the couch. Sound familiar? You're not alone. This state feels like your inner hero dreams of great feats, while your lazy self just wants snacks and Netflix. So what's wrong with you? Why do ambition and laziness so often live under the same roof? And how can we use this paradox for growth instead of suffering? To figure this out, let's first dive into the biology and psychology of ambition. Why the brain loves to dream, but often fears action. Ambition, more than just wanting. Ambition isn't just wanting to succeed. It's a complex internal process where the main player is dopamine, the neurotransmitter responsible for motivation and pleasure. When you set a big goal, your brain sees a potential reward, success, recognition, a rush of joy. It releases dopamine to push you toward action. But here's the catch. The bigger and harder the goal, the more effort and uncertainty it involves. The brain starts to see not just the reward, but a mountain of obstacles. And uncertainty equals stress, and stress blocks those dopamine-driven impulses. In simple terms, when the task seems too big, your brain says, nope, not now. Too hard, too risky. Instead of feeling motivated, you get stuck in procrastination, laziness, and paralysis. Psychologically, ambition often clashes with comfort. Our brain loves efficiency. It doesn't want to waste energy. If the plan isn't clear, if every step doesn't look achievable and safe, it chooses laziness as the safest route. Now that we understand ambition is a tricky inner process, let's look at what really hides behind laziness. Maybe it's not just a lack of willpower. Laziness, not a flaw, but a signal. Laziness isn't a disease or a life sentence. It's a symptom, a signal of internal conflict and self-protection. Often, laziness shows up when you're afraid of failure. If the goal seems too high and you fear you won't succeed, your brain begins to turn off actions to shield you from stress and disappointment. Perfectionism is another huge reason behind laziness. You want everything to be perfect, but the fear of messing up stops you from even starting. Classic procrastination. Example: a student dreams of becoming a writer, but fears their first chapter will suck, so they avoid the laptop for months. In such cases, laziness isn't a lack of discipline. It's a defense mechanism. But if laziness is a symptom, can we figure out what we're doing wrong? Why are so many of us constantly busy, but still getting nothing done? Let's dig deeper. The illusion of productivity. Many ambitious yet lazy people are always doing something, planning, reading, researching, making to-do lists, but never really moving forward. This is procrastination disguised as preparation. The classic, I'm not ready yet, I'll start after I study a bit more. In reality, the brain is just creating the illusion of productivity to avoid taking real action and facing real risks. And let's be honest, our energy gets drained quickly by distractions, social media, random videos, endless scrolling. Let's figure out why we're so quick to leak energy everywhere. The trap of fast rewards. You're full of ambition and ready to move mountains, yet you catch yourself endlessly scrolling through social media, jumping from video to video, and mentally drifting off. Why? Because your brain is hooked on quick dopamine hits, likes, short videos, instant updates. This is fragmented thinking, which kills focus and pushes us to jump from one topic to another. Instead of committing to a big goal, we waste energy on tiny things that give short-term pleasure, but no long-term gain. The result? Information overload, when everything feels like too much, and decision paralysis, when you don't even know where to start. Recognizing this is the first step to learning how to manage your attention and direct your energy where it truly matters. Inner traps that block action. If you look deeper, every one of us has internal traps that block ambition and fuel laziness. Unrealistically high standards. You want to start only if you can do it perfectly. So you endlessly prepare, rewrite plans, but never actually begin. Low self-esteem. That inner voice whispers, you'll fail anyway, and you give up before you take the first step. Comparing yourself to others. Social media is full of highlight reels. You think, I'm already behind. It's too late. but you're just on your own timeline. Harsh self-criticism. One small mistake triggers your inner drill sergeant. You're more afraid of failing than doing nothing at all. Imposter syndrome. Even after a win, you think it was luck. Motivation fades, and new steps feel more like anxiety than excitement. These traps don't mean you're weak. They mean you're overloaded, scared, and stuck between I want to and I can. Start with action, not motivation. The key isn't motivation, it's movement. Action always comes first. The method is simple, small steps every day. When a goal feels too big, your brain panics. But break it down into micro steps, and the fear disappears. You trigger momentum. Do a little, and it's easier to keep going. The 5-minute rule is a powerful trick. Don't want to do something? Tell yourself you'll just do it for 5 minutes. After 30 seconds, it's not so scary. After 5 minutes, you don't want to stop. Mini habits also help. Tiny actions that don't drain you, but slowly build momentum. Jot down one idea. Do 3 push-ups. Take out the trash. Your brain logs it. I take action. And plan not with strictness, but with joy. Add a sense of play, reward, or curiosity. That lowers your internal resistance and turns I have to into I want to. Laziness as a message, not an enemy. This is where the real magic happens. The moment you stop fighting yourself, half the fatigue disappears. Laziness isn't your enemy. It's a message. Not, I'm broken, but something inside needs attention. Often, laziness doesn't mean weakness. It means conflict. You want to start, but you're scared. You want to change, but you're unsure. Laziness is the shield your brain puts up to protect you from burnout, failure, embarrassment. What should you do? Stop scolding yourself. Ask, why don't I want to do this? What am I really avoiding? Most often, the answer won't be laziness, but fear, exhaustion, overwhelm, or self-doubt. Acceptance isn't surrender. It's an alliance. It's when you stop yelling at yourself and start partnering with yourself, gently but steadily. Can you be ambitious and lazy? Not only can you, but many people are. Being an ambitious, lazy person isn't a flaw. It's a state of inner contradiction, but it's one you can understand and transform. An ambitious, lazy person is not broken. They're a sleeping giant. They already see the mountaintop. They just haven't learned to walk toward it, step by step. Don't try to launch into the sky. Just do one simple thing. No shouting. No ultimatums. Just get up, mute your phone, and open that one browser tab. Or grab your notebook. Or walk 10 steps. Your strength isn't in perfection. It's in starting, even when things aren't perfect. Even if it's just 20%. Even if you're still unsure. Start anyway. You made it to the end of this video. That means you care. Somewhere inside, that strength is already stirring, ready to come out. Don't wait for the perfect mood. Do one thing right after this. Write down an idea. Close extra tabs. Clear 3 things from your desk. Open a new note. Just start.